The silence surrounding the Real Housewives of New Jersey has had fans asking one huge question. Is Teresa Giudice finally done with Real Housewives of New Jersey? After months of speculation, cast shakeups, and endless social media rumors, Bravo's decisions about Season 15 have become one of the hottest topics in reality television. For a while, many viewers believed Teresa's time on the show had come to an end. Rumors spread across fan pages claiming Bravo was moving forward without its longest-running star. Some even suggested the network wanted a complete reboot after the explosive fallout that dominated Season 14. With no traditional reunion and production delayed for months, the uncertainty only fueled more speculation. But the reality appears to be far different than many fans expected. Bravo officially confirmed that the Real Housewives of New Jersey will return for Season 15, and Teresa Giudice remains part of the franchise. Rather than removing her completely, the network has chosen a new direction featuring Teresa alongside familiar faces, while introducing fresh cast members to reshape the series. Industry reports indicate Bravo hopes this mix of veterans and newcomers will refresh the show without losing the personalities that made Real Housewives of New Jersey a success. Even so, the announcement hasn't stopped fans from debating whether this could be Teresa's final chapter. After more than 15 years on the series, she's experienced nearly everything imaginable: family feuds, legal troubles, marriage, divorce, new relationships, emotional reunions, and unforgettable table-flipping moments that became reality TV history. Many longtime viewers believe Real Housewives of New Jersey simply wouldn't feel the same without Teresa. Love her or criticize her, she's remained the center of countless storylines since the show's debut. Her ability to create unforgettable television has kept audiences talking year after year. Others, however, argue that the franchise desperately needed change. Season 14 exposed deep divisions among the cast, with relationships becoming so fractured that a traditional reunion wasn't even possible. Many fans felt the show had reached a breaking point, making a creative reset almost unavoidable. According to Bravo executives, Season 15 aims to move beyond the endless cycle of family feuds that dominated previous seasons. Reports suggest producers want fresh friendships, new conflicts, and different storylines rather than revisiting the same arguments viewers have watched for years. One of the biggest surprises is the apparent improvement in Teresa's relationship with Melissa Gorga. After years of bitter disagreements, recent updates suggest both women are willing to move forward in a healthier direction. Andy Cohen has even hinted that this renewed dynamic helped make Season 15 possible. That doesn't necessarily mean all the drama has disappeared. Introducing new housewives always creates unpredictable chemistry. New personalities often challenge established stars, and Teresa has never been someone to stay quiet when confronted. If history has taught Real Housewives of New Jersey fans anything, it's that peace rarely lasts for long once filming begins. Meanwhile, Teresa's personal life continues attracting headlines outside the show. Family developments and constant media attention ensure she remains one of Bravo's most talked-about personalities, keeping interest high even when cameras aren't rolling. Social media reactions have been incredibly divided. Some fans celebrated Bravo's decision, calling Teresa the heart and soul of Real Housewives of New Jersey. Others hoped for an entirely fresh cast with no returning veterans. The debate has become one of the biggest conversations in the Housewives community. For Bravo, the stakes couldn't be higher. After the lengthy pause between seasons, expectations are enormous. Viewers want emotional moments, genuine friendships, unexpected twists, and the kind of unforgettable reality television that originally made the franchise one of Bravo's biggest hits. The network also faces pressure to prove that Season 15 isn't simply repeating old storylines. Fresh cast members, evolving relationships, and new personal journeys will likely determine whether this new era succeeds or struggles. As for Teresa, this season may represent an important turning point. Rather than constantly defending herself against familiar rivals, she could have an opportunity to redefine her role within the franchise. Whether that means becoming a mentor, finding unexpected alliances, or facing entirely new conflicts remains to be seen. One thing is certain: despite months of rumors claiming Teresa Giudice had been pushed out, Bravo's latest decision tells a different story. she isn't disappearing quietly. Instead, she's returning as part of a major rebuild that could shape the future of Real Housewives of New Jersey for years to come. Now the biggest question shifts from, is Teresa done, to something even more intriguing. Can Season 15 restore Real Housewives of New Jersey to its former glory? Fans won't have to wait forever to find out. Cameras are rolling, expectations are sky-high, and every move Teresa makes will be watched more closely than ever. Whether this becomes her greatest comeback or the beginning of her farewell, one thing is undeniable. Teresa Giudice remains one of reality television's biggest conversation starters, and season May 15th be one of the most important chapters in Real Housewives of New Jersey history. As production continues, attention is shifting away from casting rumors and toward what actually happens once the cameras begin rolling. According to people close to the production, producers are encouraging the housewives to build new relationships instead of reopening every old argument. That approach could completely change the tone of Season 15. For Teresa Giudice, the challenge may be bigger than ever. For years, many of her storylines revolved around family conflicts and long-running feuds. Now, with several fresh faces entering the group, she may have to navigate friendships with women who aren't emotionally invested in the battles that defined previous seasons. That creates an interesting dynamic. New cast members often arrive without choosing sides, giving them the freedom to form their own opinions. Some may quickly bond with Teresa, while others could question her reputation after hearing years of headlines and watching old episodes. Their first impressions could shape the entire season. Behind the scenes, producers reportedly hope these fresh connections will lead to more authentic moments. Instead of forcing confrontations, they're looking for genuine conversations, surprising alliances, and unexpected disagreements that develop naturally over time. Fans are especially curious about how Teresa will respond to this shift. She's known for speaking her mind, and she's rarely backed away from conflict. But after spending so many years in the spotlight, viewers have also seen a more reflective side of her. If she approaches this season differently, audiences could witness a version of Teresa they haven't seen before. Another major factor is the pressure surrounding the franchise itself. After such a long break, every episode will be closely analyzed by fans and entertainment media. Ratings, social media reactions, and viewer engagement will all play a role in determining whether Bravo's new direction succeeds. Meanwhile, longtime Real Housewives of New Jersey viewers continue debating what made the show successful in the first place. Some believe explosive arguments are essential, while others miss the lighter moments of friendship, celebrations, and family life that balance the drama during earlier seasons. That difference in opinion puts Season 15 in a unique position. Producers must satisfy viewers who want intense reality TV while also attracting fans who are looking for something fresh. Teresa also understands that expectations are incredibly high. Every interview, social media post, and public appearance is being examined for clues about what's coming next. Even the smallest comments can spark new rumors online, making it difficult to separate speculation from reality. Adding to the excitement is the possibility of unexpected friendships. Reality television often delivers its biggest surprises when two people who seemed unlikely to connect suddenly become close allies. If Teresa finds common ground with one of the newcomers, it could completely reshape the social dynamics of the group. At the same time, no Housewives season is complete without misunderstandings. Different personalities, competing opinions, and emotional conversations almost guarantee that tensions will rise eventually. The question isn't whether conflict will happen, it's who will find themselves at the center of it. Bravo is also expected to showcase more of the cast members' personal lives outside of group events. Business ventures, family milestones, and everyday challenges could receive greater attention this season, giving viewers a deeper look at each housewife beyond the drama. For Teresa, that could be an opportunity to highlight new chapters in her life rather than constantly revisiting the past. Fans who have followed her journey for over a decade may appreciate seeing how she's grown instead of watching the same disagreements repeat themselves. As anticipation builds, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. Season 15 isn't just another installment of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. It's a chance for the franchise to reinvent itself while proving that it can still surprise audiences after all these years. Whether Teresa emerges as the season's biggest success story or finds herself facing entirely new challenges remains unknown. But with fresh personalities, changing relationships, and enormous expectations, the next chapter promises to be unlike anything viewers have seen before. As excitement continues to build, another question is beginning to dominate fan discussions. What happens after season 15? While most viewers are focused on the upcoming episodes, Bravo executives are undoubtedly thinking several steps ahead. The success of this new chapter could influence the future of the franchise for years to come. Teresa Giudice enters this season with something to prove. After spending more than a decade as one of the most recognizable housewives, every decision she makes will be judged differently than those of the newer cast members. Expectations naturally come with experience, and longtime viewers will be watching closely to see whether she embraces change or falls back into familiar patterns. The newcomers also face their own challenge. Joining an established reality series is never easy, especially when one cast member has such a loyal fan base. They must introduce themselves, build authentic relationships, and create memorable moments without appearing to chase attention. Finding that balance could determine who becomes a permanent part of the franchise. Another interesting element is how friendships may evolve throughout filming. Early alliances often shift once the group spends more time together. Someone who starts the season as Teresa's biggest supporter could later become one of her strongest critics. Likewise, an early disagreement might unexpectedly turn into mutual respect by the finale. Viewers should also expect more emotional conversations than ever before. After everything the cast has experienced on and off camera, many relationships carry years of history. Honest discussions about trust, forgiveness, and personal growth could become just as important as the dramatic confrontations that usually make headlines. Outside the show, the housewives remain active on social media, where every photo, comment, and interview quickly becomes part of the conversation. Fans regularly analyze these posts for hints about friendships or possible conflicts. Sometimes those theories are accurate, but just as often they create excitement that has little connection to what actually happens on screen. One of Bravo's biggest goals this season is likely restoring unpredictability. In recent years, many viewers felt they could guess how arguments would unfold before an episode even aired. A refreshed cast offers the opportunity for completely new storylines, unexpected rivalries, and surprising partnerships that no one sees coming. For Teresa, adapting to that environment may be the key to her continued success. Rather than relying on old disputes, she has the opportunity to build fresh relationships and show a different side of her personality. If she embraces that challenge, fans may discover a version of Teresa that feels both familiar and refreshed. At the same time, reality television has a way of creating unforgettable moments when emotions run high. A simple conversation at a dinner party can suddenly become the defining scene of an entire season. Those unpredictable twists are exactly what longtime Housewives fans continue to look forward to. No matter where viewers stand in the ongoing debate, one fact remains impossible to ignore. Teresa Giudice continues to be one of the most talked about personalities in the Bravo universe. Every season brings new opinions, fresh speculation, and endless discussion among fans. Now all eyes are on season 15. Will this new era breathe fresh life into the Real Housewives of New Jersey, or will it mark the beginning of another major transformation? The answers will only come once the episodes begin airing, but until then, anticipation continues to grow with every new update. One thing is certain, this season has already become one of the most anticipated chapters in Real Housewives of New Jersey history, and Teresa Giudice will once again find herself at the center of one of reality television's biggest conversations. With filming moving deeper into the season, the atmosphere among the housewives is expected to become even more unpredictable. The first few gatherings may be polite, but history has shown that strong personalities rarely stay quiet for long. As trust begins to form, so do misunderstandings, and even the smallest disagreement can quickly grow into a season-defining conflict. For Teresa Giudice, every group event carries extra weight. She has spent years as one of the franchise's most recognizable figures, meaning every reaction, every conversation, and every decision is likely to receive more attention than anyone else's. Supporters believe her experience gives her an advantage, while critics argue it also puts more pressure on her to evolve. One of the biggest storylines this season could revolve around loyalty. In previous years, friendships often became divided as cast members felt forced to choose sides. This time, however, several women are entering the group without years of personal history. That creates opportunities for unexpected connections that could completely reshape the social circle. Fans are also eager to see whether lighter moments return to the series. Earlier seasons balanced emotional confrontations with celebrations, vacations, family milestones, and humorous interactions. Many viewers have expressed that those moments help make the drama feel more authentic rather than overwhelming. Away from the cameras, speculation continues across fan communities. Every public appearance by the cast sparks fresh theories about alliances and possible feuds. A simple dinner together or a photo shared online can quickly become the subject of countless discussions, even before new episodes are released. Meanwhile, Teresa appears determined to keep the focus on moving forward instead of constantly revisiting old headlines. After years of public scrutiny, she understands better than most how quickly rumors can spread. Remaining focused on the present may be one of her biggest advantages as this new chapter unfolds. Another fascinating aspect of Season 15 is how the newer housewives might influence the established cast. Fresh personalities often ask difficult questions, challenge long-held assumptions, and bring perspectives that longtime cast members haven't encountered before. Those interactions can lead to honest conversations that surprise both viewers and the women themselves. Bravo also knows that audiences expect genuine emotion. While dramatic arguments often attract attention, the moments that stay with fans are usually the heartfelt ones: unexpected apologies, meaningful family conversations, or friendships that grow stronger after overcoming difficult challenges. If Season 15 delivers more of those authentic experiences, it could mark an important turning point for the franchise. As anticipation reaches new heights, Teresa remains one of the biggest reasons fans are eager to watch. Whether viewers cheer for her or disagree with her choices, few reality television personalities generate as much discussion. Her ability to keep audiences talking has remained remarkably consistent throughout the show's history. Still, nothing is guaranteed. A single season can change public opinion in surprising ways. New friendships may emerge, long-time alliances may disappear, and unexpected personalities could become the breakout stars of the year. That's exactly what makes reality television so compelling. No one truly knows how the story will end until the cameras stop rolling. For now, Bravo's gamble on refreshing the cast while keeping familiar faces has created enormous curiosity. If the balance works, Season 15 could become the fresh start that many fans have been hoping for. And if Teresa successfully adapts to this evolving environment, she may once again prove why she has remained one of the defining figures of the Real Housewives of New Jersey for so many years. The next chapter is ready to unfold, and viewers around the world will soon discover whether this bold new direction lives up to the incredible expectations surrounding one of Bravo's most iconic franchises. As the season approaches its final stretch, every conversation begins to carry more meaning. Small disagreements that seemed unimportant at the beginning suddenly become impossible to ignore, while unexpected friendships are tested under growing pressure. By this point, every housewife understands that the choices made now could shape how viewers remember the entire season. Teresa Giudice finds herself in a position unlike any she has experienced before. Instead of relying on the familiar rhythm of past seasons, she is surrounded by changing dynamics and personalities with completely different perspectives. That uncertainty forces everyone, including Teresa, to react in ways that feel less predictable than ever before. One of the most interesting developments is how respect can emerge from conflict. Throughout Housewives history, some of the strongest friendships have started with sharp disagreements before gradually turning into genuine understanding. Fans will be watching closely to see whether any of this season's biggest rivals eventually discover common ground. As emotions continue to rise, personal achievements also become part of the story. Career goals, family celebrations, and new opportunities remind viewers that life continues beyond the arguments. Those moments often reveal a more relatable side of the cast, giving audiences a chance to connect with them outside of the drama. Meanwhile, speculation about the future of Real Housewives of New Jersey refuses to slow down. Even before the season concludes, online discussions have already shifted toward what comes next. Which new cast members could return? Who might leave? And could the success of this fresh direction inspire even more changes in future seasons? For Bravo, audience feedback will be impossible to ignore. Every episode generates thousands of reactions across social media, podcasts, and fan forums. Those conversations help shape the public perception of the season and may influence creative decisions moving forward. Teresa's journey this year could ultimately become one of adaptation rather than confrontation. If viewers see growth, stronger communication, and a willingness to embrace new relationships, the season may redefine how many fans view her role within the franchise. Sometimes the biggest victories in reality television aren't the loudest arguments. They're the moments when someone surprises the audience by changing. Of course, no Housewives finale would feel complete without unexpected twists. Long-hidden opinions can surface during group gatherings. Unresolved tensions may finally reach a breaking point, and surprising alliances could shift the balance of the entire cast in just a single evening. Those final episodes often leave fans talking for months. Regardless of where each viewer stands, one truth remains clear. Teresa Giudice continues to be one of the most recognizable figures in the Housewives universe. Her presence keeps conversations alive, fuels endless debate, and ensures that every season featuring her becomes a major event for Bravo fans. As the credits eventually roll on season 15, the biggest takeaway may not be whether Teresa stayed or left. Instead, it could be whether the Real Housewives of New Jersey successfully entered a new era while honoring the legacy that made the series a reality television phenomenon. Only time will reveal how this chapter is remembered. But one thing is certain. The anticipation, the surprises, and the evolving relationships have already made season 15 one of the most closely watched installments in the franchise's history. Whether you're a longtime supporter or a first-time viewer, this season promises a journey filled with unexpected turns until the very last moment. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Housewives news, exclusive updates, and all the biggest Bravo stories as they happen.